It was back in 1996 that Pakistan last beaten England in their home shores, though they have beaten England in Pakistan and United Arab Emirates on many occasions. But it's been 30 years that we have last beaten England in their own home shores. So this is an opportunity because despite the fact that Pakistan are on the verge of finding consistency under Babar Azam 2.0 as the skipper, same thing lies with England, who are not playing a very good test cricket in the recent time, despite they were brilliant in the white ball format against India. They just absolutely outplayed Indians. But right now, it's about Pakistan versus England. So Pakistan will feel that it's the time to gain momentum, consistency, and because England are yet to find rhythm in Test cricket. They've only won two matches in the last 10 Test matches they played. They were absolutely stunned by Australia, absolutely trounced by Australia, I mean to say. So, and now plus they have brought Joe Root again as their skipper, Ben Stokes and Brendan McCallum era in the red ball format became history now. So importantly for Pakistan, they are just rebuilding and try to win as many matches in the ongoing test cycle to at least gain momentum because they haven't played very good cricket as a whole, Pakistan. So they will find they will have to find some way in a bit to find that consistency. Yeah, they got chance because in the Port of Spain, the last test against the Windies, they played brilliantly, and even in the first test, they were dominating in the first 3 days. But all of a sudden, what happens in with Pakistan cricket is that dramatic collapse. Once they uh, witness that collapse, so they find it difficult to gain momentum. And plus, if they concede runs, they all of a sudden lose plot. So that is some of the lapses they really need to address. And I am very optimistic that Pakistan will this time try to puts the English team to the test because they will definitely know that England themselves struggling in the test cricket. That they have played brilliantly in T20 World Cup. They have played brilliantly against India in the T20Is and ODIs respectively. But the problem they're facing right now in the test cricket because they themselves are jittery in this format. And what happened last year in Ashes. So it's a front of you guys. But right now, if you talk about Pakistan, so there are some players who will definitely, or in which Pakistan will definitely bank on, like Shan Masood. Remember back in 2020, he scored 156, though Pakistan lost that match. But subsequently, they went on to draw two matches. But yeah, they failed to win the series though, and England won the series 1-0. So it was in 1996 that Pakistan won the series against England in England under Wasim Akram. So the opportunity and all eyes on Babar Azam because one of the pluses for Pakistan right now is that Babar is trying to revive his form, and one thing is important that now he's playing with more confidence. Yeah, he had a good season in the Pakistan Super League, though many people of the view that yeah, this is flat wickets, but that doesn't matter. He got plenty of exposure. Obviously he's now, and some people, I think so, are meant to captain to enhance their performance as well. And we have seen when Babar was captain, uh, Pakistan was cruising, at least trying to win matches, and he was also performing brilliantly. So I think so this is the right time for Babar to once again prove his prowess with the bat. He is a wonderful player. He's the linchpin of Pakistan cricket, and everyone is backing. Though many of the people, they lament, but I think so. Babar should keep in mind that yeah, he got the chance to topple England in England and to win the series. Uh, it would be challenge for Pakistan undoubtedly because what happens in England, dimensions, grounds, different ball game together because we have grounds, different in size, shape. So batters really need to adapt their game in that way according to the ground and overcast conditions. Anything can happen. England is brilliant place, historic place to play cricket. So Pakistan are taking on in England in test after 6 years, and last they got dropped at the hands of England. So they are looking to capitalize that opportunity. Yeah, Shan Masood, I really hope that he will be fit enough because he got his finger fractured against the Windies in the first test and unfortunately missed out. But that paved the way for Abdullah Shafiq, who played Pakistan, and remember it was his unexpected return because he was not originally the part of Pakistan's squad that traveled to the Caribbean for two-match test series, but he played brilliantly, man. He played brilliantly, scored an unbeaten 160 and unbeaten 24 to finish the proceedings for Pakistan along with Babar Azam. Babar really played well. Babar played really well, and that is the reason he bagged Player of the Series award along with Jaden Seals, who was also phenomenal. No, Jaden Seals, not. It was Justin Graves. Justin Graves, who was brilliant first up with the ball in the first test, and then all of a sudden he was absolutely brilliant with the bat as well in the second test in Port of Spain. So plenty of goods for Pakistan in the West Indies, though they managed to scare the series, but it was needed because Pakistan have finally they break the shackle Pakistan in terms of clinching their first away win after losing 8 consecutive matches. So that was needed. So that was needed ahead of England series because they will travel there and they have already reached there because this is an away conditions in England. So they will definitely familiar, and that confidence was required ahead of the England series. Though it would be a different task for England as well. It would not be easy for them, and they should not take Pakistan for granted by any means. Yeah, Pakistan carry that tag of unpredictability, but now it is important for Pakistan to find consistency, and I think so. They should definitely prioritize their senior most players like Shan Masood if he's fit enough, and Muhammad Abbas. No matter what is the condition, though Pakistan won the second Test match, but I still believe that yeah, dropping Muhammad Abbas was not fair because he's a linchpin man. He made his debut against the West Indies. He loves to bowl against West Indies. By the way, he loves to bowl against any opposition, but against the West Indies, remember, yeah, remember his history is sublime. Almost cooked up 30 wickets against the West Indies, and especially he got plenty of experience playing in England. Played for Pakistan in England back in 2020, and also he played for county as well, so he got back of experience playing first class cricket since 2009. So it is also pertinent to note that one should not label Abbas a bowler of particular condition. I don't believe that. Yeah, he's an excellent seamer, but because of his experience, no pace leave it for a while, but because of his ample experience, he can bowl at any conditions and has the ability to perplex the batters in no time. So you should bank on Abbas. You should bank on Abbas' experience for England series. Yahuram is a young lad, energetic, and he will continue to gain momentum, and hopefully he will find consistency. Is a good bowler, and Muhammad Ali, we all know, is a fighter bowler, and he tries to compromise his pace for the sake of team. So he's a good bowler. Muhammad Ali and Muhammad Abbas really proved a good combo for Pakistan along with Khurram Shahzad. Amir Jamal, a bit jittery, but he is a brilliant all-rounder. He should just focus on his batting as well. That's the key. Otherwise, he's a good bowler. He can be a useful a customer for Pakistan in England because he has the ability to generate pace and he will also gain that bounce as well. So he's the good exponent of pace bowling as far as Pakistan's pace battery concerned. But I think so. There is no doubt that one should have a fiery bowler in the team. But yeah, discipline, line and length do matter. Usman Shinwari, the former Pakistan fast bowler, played for Pakistan between 2013 and 2019. So he was of the view that Pakistan wasted 3 prime years of Muhammad Abbas. That was very well said because Muhammad Abbas, I think so, the kind of bowler who makes the ball to dance like Muhammad Asif did, though he was a different bowler. But after Muhammad Asif, Enzo Abbas is the premium seamer for Pakistan. We should respect him, we should back him, and we should praise Muhammad Abbas. By the way, Shan Masood's experience will be very vital in England because he captained the county team here and played plenty of cricket here in England. So he scored famous 156 to Pakistan, lost to England in that test back in Manchester in 2020. Let's see. There are news that surfacing that Kamran Gulam might be inducted. Uh, mm, but right now, I am of the view that yeah, Kamran Gulam is a good player, but Mohammad Huraira should also be given that opportunity because he's a good player. I agree that he played 3 test matches and could not perform brilliantly, but he's a very fine prospect. He played domestic cricket with verve, scored ample of runs, so he can do wonders. I believe that Huraira should also be given that opportunity. Talking about the West Indies, so West Indies will be disappointed because that was an opportunity for them to win the series against Pakistan of after 2000 year 2000, but they just missed out, and they will have to wait. uh, I think so. Problem with West Indies is that they were playing their home series, but they could not utilize their conditions very well because they're playing against subcontinental teams. So it would have been far better that if they executed their plans against teams like Pakistan with much more perfection and trying to create flat wicket and not spin friendly wicket. And when they will play against Australia, they should use that spin friendly conditions. So tactics is the key, if you are playing under your home conditions. So I know that England will try to take hard on Pakistan, but yeah, but I believe that this Pakistan team, though they still lack confidence because of their recent form, but they should believe that yeah, this is the time to grab that opportunity with both hands because England are not sure about their plans because they are playing under Joe Root once again after the retirement of Ben Stokes. Joe Root is a premium cricketer, second most run scorer in Test cricket. We all love his batting, his class, his elegance, perfect, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, this is the opportunity for Pakistan to grab with both hands and try to win the series. They should have that belief. They should not go for just a defensive approach, for embracing defensive approach. Rather, they should embrace that aggressive approach. And they got good players in Mohammad Abbas, Shan Masood, Captain Babar. Agash really need to improvise because I still believe that he's one of the best batter for Pakistan in tests and ODIs. So he should do well. The way he batted, the way he used his approach to batting against the West Indies, I was not impressed, but it happened. So he really need to flex his muscles against England. Salman Ali Agha, I know he's very resilient batter, and I really backed him for quite some time. And Muhammad Rizwan should take serious his batting because he's an absolutely brilliant batter, but he's not into his best form, isn't it? So he also need to fix his problems, his lapses in batting, because and one thing is for sure that Pakistan really need to work on their tail as well, because their tail was not good enough to show resistance against the bowlers in the Caribbean the recent times. So they really need to fix that issue as well, because we know that England tailenders will definitely try to show resistance with the bat because they got potential. And we have seen for quite some time, like Stuart Broad used to play, he also bagged a century against us as well. So being a tailender, he was brilliant. Jamie Anderson used to play brilliantly. So many, Finn and others. So these young lads from England will be definitely going to put Pakistan to the test as well. So Pakistan will need to have their plan perfectly pitched against England, and they should have that belief that yeah, they can beat England, they can win series against England, and it is important. By the way, talking about Caribbean Premier League, so yeah, we have done with three matches so far in Saint Vincent and Grenadines, and it's a terrific venue. Remember, we had the privilege to see the matches from TV during the Men's T20 World Cup 2024. One of the best matches I have seen was between Afghanistan and Bangladesh, and that was some match, because three that match was important for three teams, to qualify for the semi-final. That was for Australia as well, for Bangladesh and Afghanistan. And Bangladesh held their grip in that match to the end, but it was Afghanistan who were quite resilient, and they just turned the tide for themselves to qualify for that fabulous semi-final against South Africa. Though they were done and dusted in the semi-final, but that was an achievement for Afghanistan. So that happened in St. Vincent and Grenadines, the Bangladesh versus Afghanistan. So now the matches will also happen in Jamaica, and obviously Saint Lucia and many other venues. So Saint Lucia have won their first match against the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, and it was a USA, South African born USA cricketer Andreas Goss, who's such a brilliant T20 cricketer. He was absolutely brilliant, scored like 81 runs against the Falcons. And you know it was Saint Lucia Kings who won the match. So it was a good contest. The first match was also brilliant, and that was a tight contest between Jamaica Kingsmen, the new franchise, and Antigua Barbuda Falcons. Hunan Shah was brilliant. He had 6 runs to defend. He picked up 2 wickets, but yeah, the last ball was a bit, fumble in the field. We've seen Rowan Powell, he made a fumble, and it was Falcons who swept past the Kings men. So it is always brilliant to see the Caribbean Premier League. It's 14 edition, and the second match, it was the brilliance shown by the linchpin of the spin bowling, Sunil Narayan, who ensured that Trinidad and Tobago, labeled as Trinbago Knight Riders, won their first match, and they were over the moon. They were over the moon because the way they played was just brilliant. They just trounced St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And remember, yeah, in 4 overs, he just conceded 7 runs and picked up 3 wickets. So that was fabulous. That was fabulous from Sunil Narayan. He's the man who bowled a maiden super over back in 2014, and that was a fabulous achievement. That was fabulous achievement, and good to see that he still loves to play competitive cricket. Sunil Narayan and Akil Hussain captained them for the first time, and he really made a tactical move by ensuring that he himself bowl along with Narayan in the power play. That really worked for Trinbago Knight Riders, and yeah, they are spearheaded by the coach Devin Bravo, who is the stalwart of Trinidad cricket, and he knows how to utilize his players. So the one thing is for sure, that this CPL will be one great addition. We will have one great addition this time around. By the way, have your say about, do you think that Pakistan will win the test series against England, or it will be England that will once again win the series against Pakistan and England. Though it is pertinent to note that Pakistan last won the series against England in Pakistan thanks to their spinners Sajid Ali and Sajid Khan and Numan Ali. So I would say Umar Zahir signing off. Take care.